The RMS Queen Mary, launched in 1934, was the pride of the Cunard Line, an iconic vessel that carried the wealthy, the famous, and eventually, soldiers through the tumultuous waters of World War II. In her prime, the Queen Mary was renowned for her luxury, boasting Art Deco design, grand ballrooms, sumptuous dining rooms, and accommodations fit for royalty. For 3 decades, she was a symbol of sophistication, elegance, and British engineering excellence. But when WWII erupted, her fate took a dramatic turn. She was transformed from a passenger liner to a military troopship, her elegant black and red paint replaced with a more covert gray, giving her the nickname the Grey Ghost. The Queen Mary carried up to 16,000 troops at a time and was considered the fastest and largest troopship in the world. The military conversion left its mark on the ship. It said that tragedy, fear, and sorrow lingered, creating an eerie atmosphere that would later fuel countless tales of ghostly encounters. After the war, the Queen Mary returned to civilian service and continued to cross the Atlantic until her retirement in 1967, when she was permanently docked in Long Beach, California. Today, she stands as a testament to the glory days of ocean liners and, many believe, as one of the most haunted locations in the world. The Queen Mary's reputation as a haunted ship has grown over the years, largely due to the numerous accounts of ghost sightings, unexplained sounds, and chilling encounters reported by visitors and staff alike. Some areas aboard the ship are particularly notorious for paranormal activity. The engine room and boiler rooms are considered some of the most haunted parts of the ship. These areas were the heart of the Queen Mary's operation, where steam and steel powered the ship across the Atlantic. They were also the site of tragic accidents, adding to their ominous reputation. The most famous story involves John Petter, a 17-year-old crewman who was tragically crushed by one of the ship's watertight doors, door 13, during a drill in 1966. His death was sudden and gruesome, and many believe his spirit still lingers in the area. Visitors and paranormal investigators often report seeing a shadowy figure, feeling sudden cold spots, or hearing strange noises in the vicinity of door 13. Some claim that Petter's ghost appears in full uniform, as if he's still on duty. Once a lavish swimming area for the Queen Mary's first-class passengers, the pool has been closed for decades but remains one of the ship's most active paranormal hotspots. Over the years, guests have reported seeing wet footprints near the pool, hearing the sounds of splashing water, and even catching glimpses of ghostly figures. One of the most commonly seen spirits is that of a young girl named Jackie. Legend has it that Jackie drowned in the pool while the Queen Mary was still an active ocean liner. Visitors have reported hearing her voice calling for her mother, seeing her ghostly figure near the pool, and even feeling as though they're being watched. Some paranormal investigators have claimed that Jackie communicates through electronic voice phenomena (EVP), leaving behind recorded messages pleading for help. In addition to Jackie, other spirits are rumored to haunt the pool area, including a woman in a vintage swimsuit and another child named Sarah. Sightings of a lady in a 1930s-era bathing suit are common, and she's often seen wandering the pool deck as if she's still enjoying a leisurely swim. The presence of multiple spirits in this area has led some to speculate that the pool is a portal of sorts for ghostly entities. Cabin B340 is widely considered the Queen Mary's most haunted room and was even closed off for years due to the number of reported paranormal incidents. Guests staying in the room have experienced intense poltergeist activity, from covers being pulled off beds to the sound of disembodied voices. Some report seeing ghostly apparitions or feeling an unseen presence, while others claim to have been physically touched or even shoved. Stories of B340's hauntings are varied, with some saying a violent murder took place in the room, though historical records don't confirm any such incident. Others believe it may be haunted by the restless spirits of soldiers or passengers who met tragic fates aboard the Queen Mary. In 2018, the room was reopened to the public with added haunted decor, and it's now marketed to brave souls seeking a night of supernatural thrills.
Not this one.
Not this one. Is this
So
340?
this is 340, which is the most haunted room on the ship, and obvious that it's not in use anymore. Ever since they opened the Queen Mary as a hotel, which was back in 1971, that's when everything started. The guests that would stay here, they would run up to the front desk, say that they hear someone come knocking on their door in the middle of the night. They would open it, no one would be there. Lights in the bathroom go on and off by themselves. And also the hotel mates would come into this room, find the bathroom water running, even though the room had not been occupied for several days. So they shut it down, did some research, came across a report which was dated from 1948, and that was turned in by one of the staff captains. Now that pretty much read, Walter J. Adamson, third-class passenger, found dead in room B226, cause of death unknown.
The Queen's Salon was once a first-class lounge and is now a popular event space, though many guests report eerie encounters here. The most common sighting is of the Lady in White, an ethereal figure dressed in a 1930s-era white evening gown. Witnesses say she appears on the dance floor, swaying as if to music only she can hear. Staff members have reported feeling a sudden chill or hearing the faint sounds of laughter and music when they're alone in the salon. Some even claim to have seen her reflection in mirrors or felt a gentle touch on their shoulder, only to turn around and find no one there. The second-class pool is another location where paranormal activity is reported. This area is particularly eerie due to the sounds of children's laughter and disembodied voices. The visitors and staff have claimed to hear children's giggles echoing through the pool area, and some have reported seeing shadowy figures out of the corner of their eye. Although the stories surrounding the second-class pool aren't as famous as those tied to the first-class pool, the sense of unease and residual sadness in the area is palpable. Many believe that these spirits are children who perished on board, possibly from accidents or wartime tragedies.
Jeffy, do you like candy?
is that somebody that did that?
Did someone hear that?
I heard that.
I
I didn't know if it was
heard
a
it.
stomach or.
No, that was a,
I heard
that was a
candy.
high-pitched child voice.
I heard candy.
Jeffy, do you like candy?
In addition to the specific haunted areas, several ghosts are frequently sighted throughout the ship, adding to the Queen Mary's haunted allure. The grumpy sailor, a sailor, is often seen near the bow of the ship. He's described as gruff and appears annoyed, sometimes mumbling or gesturing as if he's frustrated with something. Those who have seen him believe he might be one of the soldiers or crewmen who lost his life on the ship during its wartime service. The woman in black, this spirit, dressed in a mourning black dress and veil, is sometimes seen wandering the decks and corridors. Many have described her as appearing lost or sad, and she rarely interacts with others. It's speculated that she could be the widow of a soldier or sailor who perished during WWII, eternally searching for her lost love. Children's voices in the hallways and common areas. Some visitors report hearing children laughing or playing, only to find that no children are present. These occurrences are often accompanied by strange sensations, like a drop in temperature or the faint smell of seawater. The Queen Mary has become a fixture in paranormal investigations. Shows like Ghost Adventures, Most Haunted, and Paranormal Lockdown have spent nights exploring the ship, capturing a plethora of electronic voice phenomena, EVP, unusual electromagnetic readings, and video footage of inexplicable shadows and orbs. During one investigation, a team reported hearing the disembodied voice of a little girl, believed to be Jackie, calling out for her mother near the first-class pool. In another, thermal imaging cameras picked up temperature anomalies near door 13, where John Petter reportedly met his tragic end. These and other findings have fueled the ship's paranormal reputation and continue to draw both believers and skeptics alike.
Do you miss having all the people here?
I know a lot of you were kept here. You were kept here against your will. You were a prisoner of war. You were hurt. What? Hurt. How were you hurt? Burning!
Are you the spirit?
The dim lighting and the vast, echoing hallways all contribute to an ambiance that leaves a lasting impression. The RMS Queen Mary stands as a haunting monument to both the golden age of ocean travel and the mysteries of the supernatural. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories of strange apparitions, Chilling voices and eerie encounters have made the Queen Mary an enduring symbol of the unknown. Thousands of visitors each year leave the ship with their own stories, some shaken, some inspired, and some convinced they've had a genuine encounter with the spirit world. The Queen Mary remains a place where the past lingers, inviting visitors to experience a taste of the ghostly unknown aboard one of history's most famous ships.